Let's get the tape of Drew Mukuba against the Buccaneers. He is now officially a starting safety. He played all the reps here. This will also be the last video since I'm going on vacation, and won't be able to make any videos probably of the game on Sunday. So just a heads up, okay? Now this is the play I think everybody wants to see. This is the long touchdown that the Buccaneers get. And we'll just break down here what actually goes on and whether we can point this at Drew Mukuba. And spoiler, we can, okay? So we're gonna with a too high look here, too high safety look here pre-snap, and we're gonna have 2x2 set to begin with. So we were playing zone at that point. When this guy motions over, we don't have anyone traveling with him, so we're not playing man here. But because there's only one receiver to the top side now, Killer Ringo is gonna lock down on him. Okay, the rest of them here are going to be playing cover 3. Okay, so we have Jihad Campbell. He's playing flat. We have hook to curl. And we have Quinion playing flat as well. So our three deep defenders here will be Killer Ringo, Reed, and Mukuba. Now because Kelly is playing man on this guy here, it limits the deep guys here to only 2. So it's Reed Blankenship and it's Drew Mukuba. The routes that are being developed here are we have a guy streaking down in the corner, we have an intermediate route, and we have the short route here. Okay, so this is flood. So challenging 3 levels of the defense down here. Now Mukuba, for some reason, decides to trigger up instead of getting depth, which is oddly curious because we have the flat defender, we have the man defender on the intermediate, we also have a hook to curl defender. So the only real threat here for both Reed and Mukuba is the guy streaking downfield. So they should both be on him. There is no reason to gain or to go downfield or upfield, excuse me, towards the line of scrimmage here for Drew Mukuba. Here, he's taking banana angles up here. He's completely misreading this guy, I think. I think he thinks that he's going straight out. And just completely misses. Now, Reed Blankenship almost compensates for the bad play of Drew and comes up and makes the batted pass. And Mukuba plays the ball horribly. He's even in position to play the ball. He just can't find it. So not a great rep here, and Mukuba gives up a long touchdown. If you like videos I've made this week and you like the content I put out there, you can buy me a coffee. I literally purchase coffee from what I earn here. Thank you to everyone who's done so already. Let's get back to the tape. Nice range here by Drew Mukuba. We have 2 high set here to begin with, and then afterwards here we're gonna send one guy here in blitz. We're gonna have Blankenship spin down and play man on the running back coming out. Then we have man, and Mukuba will be the deep safety. Now they're going to take a deep shot here against Quinion Mitchell, and Mukuba comes up from the far side safety and makes it all the way to the opposite side here, almost getting in there and making the play. Nice angle, good speed. Almost a bad outcome here on this play. We're looking too high safety look. They put a guy in motion. We have a guy traveling coop. It's clear man. He's supposed to spin down here and play man on the tight end. Ringo is playing man on Chris Godwin to that side. And what I don't like about the play from Drew Mukuba is here, his initial move is to go outside of from the tight end. So right off the bat here, he's moving outside as he's getting towards him while he's dragging inside. So he's getting more and more depth outside here, and then he's just losing it over the middle already. He needs to trust the fact that he can stay with this guy in speed and then get more close to him, so where he can play him a little bit more physical and run with him. Why is he relaying outside? Is because that he thinks he has inside help and underneath coverage. But because the running back is releasing over to that side, the underneath coverage right here in the back out the backfield, covering Jihad, is moving to that side as well. So he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that underneath help that you sometimes see in cover one man. Also because we're sending an extra guy, so those underneath defenders you usually have, nope. So he's relying on something that isn't there. Awesome run fill from Mukuba here. Playing in the slot. We have this this outside toss, a stretch toss here first. Defeats the block from 15. Comes in, shoots for the tackle. Takes away the legs of the running back. Nice play. We're playing cover one man. Mukuba is the deep guy on this. And we have only one route threatening deep, and that's the post here from 15 coming from the top side. Coming in motion, he's in speed. I believe it's Coop who is covering him. And it's a tricky route to defend because, to read, because he's outside shaded of him. He needs the inside safety help, and also this guy is in motion when he's coming out on the route. And Mukuba is reading quarterback here. And when he's scrambling out to that side, he's getting depth towards Baker Mayfield. I understand why, because when the quarterback comes out here, usually it halves the field because then he'll be thrown to something over here, okay? But if he stops at that point, then this guy is streaking down all by himself. So Mukuba needs to just pass this out, he'll take this on, and then Reed comes out here, and you can see Reed is exactly expecting that, but Mukuba just doesn't, like, he's too late in coming over to this. And it's annoying because it's the only thing he has to do. It's the only route threatening him deep. You have plenty of guys over here to take away any short stuff or anything to that half of the field. Even Reed is coming over there. That's not a great rep. Another good run fill from Mukuba here, spinning into the box here pre-snap. They go with an outside zone here. Fills well outside of the tight end. Shoots in there for the tackle on the running back. Nice fill of the outside gap here and contain and bringing down the running back. Gives up a catch here to Chris Godwin in cover one man. Line up right here. We're going to have an over route. It's going to be pouncing on that. I think as soon as Baker Mayfield is pulling the trigger here, he's transitioning into a sprint towards Godwin, breaking on the ball pretty well. And also I like the fact that he's staying at depth here to where you're still showing too high looks. So pre-snap it's fine. And then when he's when the route is developing, he's not getting too much depth, like he's at the point so he can break on the ball. Good catch by Godwin. All right, Eagles playing cover two here, only one receiver to the top, so Coop will be playing man. Then you have the two zone defenders down here behind it, and we have routes developing here with an over route and a post route. Okay, so this guy's going post and this guy's going deep over, and I think it's a really good job here by Mukuba of sorting out what the routes are coming. This post is going to be his, and so Drew can come up here on, Reed can come up on the guy crossing there from the backside in Chris Godwin. Just a heck of a play by Cooper DeJean of noticing this and then coming back for the ball, but also good communication between them of passing out that deep route. This one is a little weird. We're playing clear cover one man. We have a deep safety here in Reed Blankenship. Coop's playing man, killing man. So you'd think Mukuba's guy is the tight end right here, but the tight end isn't releasing into any routes. In that case, Mukuba's job will be to get closer to him so he can play him more physical, and then have underneath coverage if not. And he just stalls and really stands still. And in hindsight, we don't know. At this point, he doesn't know what route this guy's running, but he ends up being in the way of DeJean here. So he has to go around Cooper to cover this over the middle, and he's wide open for the touchdown right there. And there's no reason for him to stand there. Like, this is either this is his guy, or he's supposed to play underneath coverage, and then he has to stand right there to take away any over routes that the man coverage will be susceptible to. So, curious rep. Decent job here, man coverage. Cover one man of sorting out the traffic. Number two coming out here, scooting over this, coming out here to take him on. A little bit susceptible to getting deep there if he was running a wheel. Doesn't, so let's not paint a bad picture of it without us even knowing. But Good job sorting through the traffic. All right, so we got two high look here. Trips to the top side here with the motion coming in. Eagle showing zone predetermined or pre-snap, and we're dropping into a cover 3 look right here with these three guys here coming deep. What I like it from here from Mukuba is that first he is relating to that outside guy coming deep here, and when he sees that number 1 is coming deep, he's relating to him instead. Now, Quinton Mitchell, I think, just gets flat out beat on this play. It looks like it here. It looks like he's falling for the stutter. That stutter, he comes in right there. He thinks he's going out, and then he's just pulling whatever he can to kind of stop him. That's a clear PI or at least a defensive holding. And so then we have Andrew Mukuba coming down here instead. Now, what I like about it is the eyes from Mukuba. So take away Quinton Mitchell from that. We're not talking about him here. The eyes from Drew Mukuba here first. All right, he's coming out. He's drifting out there. This guy's going deep, and he follows that in a pretty good angle coming deep there. In run support this time, lined up as the deep safety, along with Reed Blankenship, is the most deep defender right here, and I think he actually does a good effort here on the play. Fine job of coming up and supplying the run here on the inside. Chris Godwin attacks him with a block that he can't see. Comes a little bit from a blindside angle. Not that it becomes an actual like blindside block, but clear that Mukuba is focused right in that area, and then Godwin comes in there. He sees him a little bit late and doesn't really get too great of a swim move or block the feed away from him, but does shed the block and then make the tackle here. I can really appreciate that. I mean, he does what Reed Blankenship really isn't capable of doing there. He misses the tackle, and Mukuba makes it here. It's down the field. They get yards, but he is the deepest safety. This is a small thing, okay? So we're nitpicking here. Just want to make that clear. But Mukuba is playing deep safety here to the top of the screen here. So of course he has to respect anything coming deep. Now we're in a 2x2 set right here. Okay, so we have two receivers to that side. Blankenship is playing deep here as well. Got cover 2 action going. Now, when you see the two receivers that are coming here are both curling, and you have a running back swing behind it, there's no reason to keep drifting. You can stop. So if you have any deep crossers coming right here, or some fantasy stuff coming from the backside, then you can still relate to that if necessary. But there's no reason to take yourself out of the play this much by continuing getting depth and continuing backpedaling away from the play. So here, these guys both break at this point, and he's at the 50 and 45. Ball is already out at this point. Like it's just such a long way for him to come up and support the tackle if needed. Nice run fill here from Mukuba. Pre-snap there, they're a little bit too here deep. Now then pre-snap, he comes down here, rotates into the box. Reads the gun coming out here. Reads that it's coming out. Killer Ringo comes up and first stalls the running back. Then good run defense by Mukuba here. Takes a good angle and assist on the tackle. Nice physicality. Again, nice run fill as the deep safety to the near side of the play side of this run. Nice trigger, good angle. Comes up there at the line of scrimmage and ready to in position to make a tackle if needed.